The float is a striking card of a much more mechanistic design than the humanoid characters that we have grown used to. The kanji character on the top of the card is fu, meaning to float or to come to the surface in Japanese. This card was described as a relatively easy one for Sakura to capture, and its chief ability is, as the name suggests, to make things float. The design shows a hot air balloon with various interesting symbols. The original hot air balloon took inspiration from sky lanterns, the heat from the candle allowing the lightweight structure to float skywards. The first manned flight in such an invention was in 1783, when the Montgolfier brothers' design took to the skies, although it was still tethered to prevent it from floating away at this time. In terms of symbology, the balloon in general is a somewhat strange image, which suggests both impermanence, temporary joy or temporary pleasure, and most importantly here the ability to let go and to take flight, or to allow our worries to escape from us, like a balloon let go into the air. This balloon on the float is tethered to its basket by what appears to be arrow-shaped ropes. In classical mythology, the best known arrows come from archers like Eros and Cupid, and in terms of metaphysics, the shooting of an arrow is to extend the power of the body outwards, often to hit a specific target. Just as a magical working is to attempt to extend the consciousness outwards into the universe, to manifest the desire of one's choosing. Here, the arrows are attached to and thus intimately linked with the trajectory of the balloon. This represents how our intentions are let loose to rise into the world of pre-manifestation or femifestation to go along with manifestation, and that this happens only when we let them go, without tethering them to the ground by means of worrying about them or dwelling upon them. The most striking symbol on this card is the basket of the hot air balloon, which is in fact not a basket at all, but a cup or a chalice. One way of looking at this symbol is to equate it to the Holy Grail, of which is described in the mystery traditions as a symbol containing the elixir of life in which Christ used in the Last Supper. This, therefore, is associated with discovering the infinite nature of our consciousness, and therefore this consciousness is discovered as being beyond and above both birth and death. It's intimately connected with the universe and of everything around it. Many equate the Grail with a type of sexual alchemy, and indeed, there is something of a dualism in the image on the float card, somewhat suggestive of a yoni and linga symbol, or a sacred coming together of opposing energies. One can also associate the Grail with a womb of where a thought form resides, a thought form which is carried into the universe by way of the intention, here depicted as the arrows, and these are let go by the releasing of energy and the art of simply allowing it to float upwards untethered, not caring where its destination may be, but instead trusting that it will land in its chosen destination. The balloon will come to land in the space of manifestation. The wings upon the Grail connect us back to our true will, as wings are usually a symbol of the energy of light, or an angelic entity is associated with it. True will is our real purpose in life. It's above the cares and concerns of everyday manifestations, such as wishing for money or wishing for a nicer paint job for our house or something. The true will is our core purpose for this incarnation. It's a subliminal pull towards a life path or a sequence of events where it feels like things have slotted into place, that things have gone for us in a way that we have been led down, and it's worked out so well in the end, almost as if being controlled by a hidden hand. Here then is a symbol of manifestation. The float is a relatively simple image, and it simply tells us that we must let go of our concerns which prevent our intentions from taking flight, and also to embrace the joys of life by filling that cup with whatever it is that we desire, the life that we want to live. When we feel elated and our mood rises along with the energy of which we transmit, we begin the process of causing change to occur in conformity with will, or a magical act, as it is otherwise known.